Well, I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is that LG has a new TV software update available. And the bad news? Well, I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, first of all, if I don't put it in the video title, this update is only applicable to the C4 model specifically. So if you have a C4, you're in the right place. If you have another model, unfortunately, this update doesn't apply to you, but stick around anyway if you don't mind. Um, all right, so to get to the bad news part, sorry for the teaser there, but the bad news that I mentioned is that I haven't been able to get my hands on a C4 for my own personal use yet. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the installation part of these update videos that I like to do, where day one or as soon as the update basically goes live, I like to go ahead and manually install the update on my TV because the update is so new at that point. It hasn't even been pushed out over the air yet. But I like to do that as soon as I can so that I can let you know in a video if I encounter any installation problems. That way you can avoid doing the installation. However, I still haven't gotten my hands on a C4, but I am working on that. So for those of you that have been following the channel for a long time, stick with me. Eventually, I'm going to have my hands on one and be able to do update install videos. I'll be able to do update videos for you. I'll be able to do some dedicated settings videos for movies, HDR content, gaming, etc. So if you're excited to see that sort of content, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. So because I mentioned that this is only applicable to the C4, this will be applicable to the model sizes ranging from 42 to 83. But this is going to be 42, 48, 55, 65, 77, and 83. So pretty much covers the full spectrum there. But anyway, this is going to be one of my shortest all-time videos for an update, I think, because next up, since I can't do an installation part of it, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about what actually comes with this update and give you my initial recommendation on whether you should install this update or not. All right, as promised, I did tell you that I was going to cover what comes with the update. I have left something on this page that I've started putting on these update videos here in the last month or two. But what's kind of interesting to me is that I'm no longer seeing this verbiage on the update page for the new model TVs, which makes me kind of wonder why they stopped putting that in there. But the thing that I'm talking about is downgrading to a previous software version is unavailable. Um, I can't tell you how many comments I've seen on my prior videos where somebody has either accidentally installed a new update they didn't want to, or they've installed the update on purpose and it's ruined certain features on their TV and they want to go back to the prior firmware. Unfortunately, once you install one of these updates, on purpose or not, you're stuck with it. You can't go backwards. So what I started doing was adding this as one of the actual feature updates for each software update because I saw that question come up so much. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. Even though I don't see it on the page anymore, I'm going to leave that in here for the time being because I have a very hard time believing that even though that's not on the page anymore, that there's going to be a way for you to actually go backwards in firmware updates. But anyway, the two things we're looking at here that the software update 03.10.85, what comes with it is going to be improvement and fixing minor bugs. So an extremely minor update and scale here. But before you click off the video, I do want to give you my recommendation on whether you should install this update. And let me explain it to you this way. Because I don't have my own C4 yet to install these updates on day one, do testing to make sure it doesn't break big time features on the TV, my recommendation is to not install this update, especially if your current firmware that you're on right now on your C4 is working fine or good enough. My recommendation would be to stay away from this, at least until there's more data points out there showing what this is going to do to your TV, good or bad, more to the bad. So that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy the content, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new around here, this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I appreciate you watching the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button and hitting the bell. But with all that being said, until the next one.